Hey, what's up, boxing fans? This is the Rope-A-Dope Report. I'm your host, Chris Carlson, and I've gotten several messages and comments wanting from Wladimir Klitschko fans, I think for the most part. Some may be for Ruslan. To talk about this fight coming up, a new opponent, Ruslan Chagaev. Somebody help me out. Leave a comment on how to say his last name. Chagaev. Anyway, I've seen him fight. I'm going to be honest with you. I've seen him fight 3 or 4 times, and only on YouTube. I watched a couple of fights, and I also watched like a highlight video, I believe, against Drummond. I'm not sure. Basically, he's a southpaw, and I'm talking. We all know Wladimir. I'll get into him in a second. Let me turn this down real quick. Ruslan is a southpaw. He's got pretty good skills, I believe. He's a good boxer. He kind of messes with his jab a little bit. He'll flick it. He'll throw it clean. He'll fake it and then throw the right hand. Like I said, he's a good fighter. He's a skilled fighter. He's fought some good opposition in the heavyweight division. This is his time to shine. This is a big shot for him. It's kind of cool that he was already training for a fight, so it really makes sense for both fighters in this situation. And we're actually going to see Wladimir against a guy that is in his prime, that's in shape, that I think will give him a tough fight. I don't see some kind of early knockout or anything like that. Like I said, I believe this guy's a good fighter, okay? I guess when he throws that left hand, and I was just doing this, and I wasn't really making sense. When he throws that left hand, because he's a southpaw, like I said, he flicks with his jab. He throws an okay jab, and he kind of fakes the jab. He does keep his hands up nice and tight. You'll see him move his head once in a while. Sometimes he throws that left a little far, or he'll throw an uppercut and kind of open up himself. He won't keep that tight defense. He does move, like I said, he moves his head pretty good. He has pretty good footwork for a heavyweight. Good hand speed for a heavyweight too, I noticed. Like I said, I don't know much about him, so I'm not going to go too detailed into this fight. Wladimir Klitschko, we all know him. Mr. Frickin', what is it, Steelhammer or whatever. Dr. Steelhammer. Got that long jab, got that long reach. And I think this will be the thing here. I do believe that Ruslan has the style to beat Wladimir. What I don't think is he has the power to beat Wladimir, because you're simply not going to outbox, even though he's a good boxer, and I think he will give him problems as far as frustrating maybe him a little bit, or at least making Wladimir adjust a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't mean he's going to switch his style up to beat him, but I think he'll at least have to work hard. I think it'll be a good fight considering the last handful of opponents that have either come in out of shape, or coming on late notice, or just come there not to fight, you know. So I do believe this guy is going to, you know, I feel like if it's going to be a knockout, it'll be late. You know, I'm thinking at least 9 to 10 rounds late. But I personally don't see a knockout. But like I said, if a knockout happens here, it'll be late. And I wouldn't doubt if it's just a stoppage like a TKO, not necessarily just a straight, clean knockout. But you never know. But I do see a decision for Wladimir Klitschko. And all of a sudden, now don't get carried away. I know people all over the world have a little different view on the heavyweight division, especially in Europe and in Germany, where a lot of these guys are fighting, and where the heavyweight division is bigger. But here, don't get me wrong, when I say the division is starting to shape up into order, at least people are starting to fight each other. We have David Haye out there. We have Chris Arreola. You know, we have some guys that are going to... Eddie Chambers is fighting. Gosh, I forgot his name. Starts with a D. Good, solid fighter. So people are starting to, you know, it's starting to get going. And we actually, on Leave It in the Ring, I called in. I said I'm not... That's not my show. Although I do plan to start a radio show in the future. I was going to say we, as far as there was like 5 or 6 people on the line, and we all talked about it on Leave It in the Ring, as far as Wladimir Klitschko and Vitaly Klitschko, and you know, someone's going to have to go beat those guys, or at least one of them, to claim a state. You'd have to beat them both, but you never know about Vitaly if he's going to be done soon. It does sound like, you know, because he's not going to be around for that much longer. He's a little older. It does sound like him and Areola are trying to get a fight done, but he's in all sorts of legal stuff. But anyway, like I said, it does look like it's finally shaping up a little bit to where there's some good fights out there. And I'm happy as far as, you know, HBO didn't pick it up, but in the same breath, it doesn't really matter because it's on ESPN Classics. If you guys didn't find that out, it is going to be probably at 5 or 6 o'clock p.m. They usually will run it back to back, so that's kind of cool. I was hoping that I wasn't going to have to stream it. And so yeah, I will have a after the fight box score edition for this fight. But like I said, I'm going with unanimous decision. But I think it'll be a good competitive fight. And I think Klitschko is going to have to at least fight. He's not just going to use that jab and do nothing, you know what I mean? And just kind of survive on that, you know what I mean? I think he'll have to fight. And I think it's a good fight for him. So this has been a prediction video of the Rope-A-Dope Report. I'm your host, Chris Carlson. Peace.